changes. I just finished work, but I'm going to be starting a new series. So I just currently completed my certificate in fitness, which means I'm a group fitness instructor, which means I'm certified to teach circuit and freestyle HIIT classes. I have been given the opportunity to cover for our current functional circuit lady, but she wants me to come to like 2 classes, obviously, to figure out what the members are like and how they like it and what movements they like. So I'm hoping to do that this Thursday, but I wanted to make a circuit that I could go through because it's a 45-minute class. So I have made one and I'm going to be taking you through my thing. I just finished work, so I'm very excited. And obviously it's going to include a warm down, so it's going to include obviously a warm up, warm down, cool down, whatever you want to call it. But let's get out of this uniform and let's get ready. Hey guys, obviously with me practicing, I want to try to be the best I can, so I made up this circuit and I'm going to run it for you. So it is an 8-station circuit workout and it goes for 45 minutes. But let's get into it. So we're first going to start out with a warm up. Just going to warm those muscles to get ready to work. So either it is a 1-minute run or a 1-minute jog on the spot. So running, actually in general, running on the spot is really good to warm those muscles up for activity. Not just me, but when I run or if I'm running on the spot, I always have to like run in circles because most of the time I can't just run in one spot. Next one is arm circles for 30 seconds each, forward and backward. It's hands straight, hands out to your side, straight, and you want to have your palms facing flat and your fingers like glued together, and it's going to roll forward. You're also activating your shoulders too, so you want to bring your shoulders into too, so kind of like a shoulder roll too, and then back, and those arms are ready to work. Next little warm up is going to be body weight squats. So kind of how to perform squats is going to stand straight, and then I'll show you from all angles actually. So stand straight, put your leg out, so kind of triangle. Then there's multiple different ways you can hold your arms, but I just like holding them like this. So you can either put your fingers intertwined together or intertwine like that, out, straight, and then you want to bring your butt down, and you kind of want to be using your heels with this motion. So bringing straight down, and then you kind of want to imagine there's an imaginary chair. So like right here, chair, and then back up. It varies with how far you squat down. So if you're doing it with a barbell, most people squat down all the way and back up. But I feel like to get a good range of motion too is honestly just to squat down here and then back up. You want to do that for 30 seconds. So let's go. As many you can do for 30 seconds. The next one is honestly one of my favorites. As you can see, I'm already puffed, so 1 minute jumping jacks. So as many you can do in 1 minute. If you don't know what they are, so I'm going to stand straight. I'm going to start with the feet first. You want to jump your feet out, back in. With your arms, you want to bring up, kind of into a V, up, down, and clap. The cheerleader's really coming out of me, guys. 3, 2, 1, out, and clap, out, clap. And then you just want to keep repeating that motion for 1 minute. Okay. Fun. For our last couple of things we're going to do is stretches. So we're going to do 1 minute of dynamic stretches. So one of the things, it's called open gates. A lot of people call it hip openers. It's what you call it, but the way you in a cross and see the bottom of your foot, I'll show you up close. You want to be putting it to the side and kind of attaching it. The cheerleader used to do. But again, cross, attach, and then you want to open it all the way. Doing abductions, basically, because when abductions, you're going out like that. It's basically the same thing. Out, but you can do it two ways. You can either go like that and down, or you do the same thing, but you bring it out a bit further. You go up, across, down, down, up, across, and you do that for a minute. But the way I'm going to do it is you do hip openers for 30 seconds. And then once you've done them, you want to do closer gates or closing of the hips. So I'll show you how these go. It's the same as open gates, but you're just reversing it. So you're starting out like this with your right foot up to your sides. You don't want to try to twist your body too much, but if you can't, that's fine. Out and then bring in and bring down. Out, cross, down. We're gonna focus on see a better angle. And ta-da! That is one of your last stretches. Is 1 minute lunges, but we're gonna divide it into 30 seconds. So what we're gonna do is do a normal lunge. I'll show you how to do a normal lunge. In straight. I'm gonna do my right leg first. I'm gonna bring out forward, so like this, and you want to bring your back leg in. So see that where your knee is. We're gonna bring that down all the way. Sometimes you can touch, sometimes you can do that. We really need to touch the ground, bring it all the way, and see how my back foot, my heel isn't touching. It's mainly my front foot, and then that. But you want to be careful with this too, because if you're not trying to work too much of your quads, if your knee goes over your toe, that's going to work more of your quads. But if you're wanting to do one of those ones, I'd probably recommend doing back lunges, because that's probably more effective. So, and then after we do the lunges, we're gonna add a little bit of spice to it. Trying to get really comfortable with this, guys. So actually, I'll show it this way. So you're gonna do a lunge. You're gonna twist. I'm gonna do it this way. Lunge, twist, lunge, twist, lunge, twist. Do that for a minute, but separate it into 30 seconds. So 30 seconds going this way, 30 seconds going this way. Ta-da! Our warm-up is done. Let's move on to the actual circuit bit. So the circuit bit is 30 minutes long, and it is 3 rounds. So we're going to be doing it 3 different times, and every time you finish an exercise and go to another station, you're going to be having a 1 minute break. Definitely going to get you moving and pumped. So I'm going to go through the sections. It's a little off. Obviously, if I was doing this, actually, I would have little papers with what each station is, so the clients could know. But let's get into it. So dumbbells are in this room, so we're just going to improvise. But the first exercise is going to be body weight squats. Well, body weighted squats into shoulder presses. So what you're gonna do is pick the weights up. We've got the Les Mills weights here. Obviously, I'm gonna show it this way so you kind of like understand a little bit. So you're gonna hold this in here, legs out, squat down, and then as soon as you're pushing back up, you're gonna push up into a shoulder press. You kind of have to be not like obviously coordinated for this, but you kind of need to know. Actually, I can't say that. I do these classes and I obviously don't do it as all the time. Again, so 3. I'm going to show front facing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat up, squat up, squat up, and you get a little pause when you do it. So squat up, squat up. Obviously, if you have dumbbells, it'd be a little bit more effective, but I don't. You always want to modify something if someone in your group fitness class is injured or has any injuries, or just for say can't get on the ground. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. What you can get them to do, just do shoulder presses. So feet together, on the two side, up, all the way down. Or instead of getting them to squat all the way down, just get them to squat as far as they can go. So open, down. Even if they can just go to this, that is completely fine. And then come back up, up. Like, it doesn't have to be super far, but that is that one. So first station done with the modification. Station 1. Now let's move on to station 2. Station 2 is where my headphones are. So right here. So hopefully you can still hear me. So this station is going to be burpees or modified burpees. I'll show you how to do a burpee. So kind of different variations you can do it. So you're going to do is stand straight, and you're going to jump a little and then jump down into a plank and then lay on the ground, come back up, jump up. Or you can come straight down, plank, back up. Or I'm going to show you what you could do to modify it. I moved over here for this one. Is with a lot of things, like if you can't do a push-up, you can do kind of an incline push-up. So what you would do is you would get them to jump a little bit, out, back, jump a little bit, out, back, to modify it just a little. So we're moving on to core. So the first 2 exercises was, the first one was lower body, then the second one was cardio. Now we're moving on to our favorite core. This core, we are going to be doing Russian twist. There's very like variations you can do with these ones. Use a medicine ball, or you can use a kettlebell, or you can use dumbbell, or you can do it without weight. If you were going to a group fitness class, I would always recommend talking to your trainer or whoever you have, and just letting them know your struggles and what you're going to do, so they know, or they can tell you how to modify it if you're not very sure. So it's going to be right here. Obviously, if you're doing like an actual group fitness class, you would spread it out a little bit. But again, I'm in the group fitness room right now, and I'm too scared someone's going to see me in the door. When you're doing it, like this is an example. When I started doing my Cert 3 in fitness, you would always have to explain how you got on the floor. Because if there's someone who's just say blind and can only hear you, that would be something to take into accountability. So the way I would say it is standing straight up, and you're going to grab your left leg, put it behind you, and put your tip of your toe on the floor and start bending it down to your knee reaches the ground. Get your other foot and move it. Move it till your knee hits the ground. Lower your butt till it reaches your shoes. Now, lower your hip to the ground and then move your legs around to you're sitting on your bottom. And what you want to do is put your legs up. So there's kind of different variations you can do. You can either do it by putting your legs up and gluing them together. And what you're going to do is you're going to twist your body side to side. Or if you're not comfortable putting your legs up, you can always keep them on the floor, but have them a bit so your front of your feet are up and your heels on your shoe are on the ground, and then just twist. And that is it. And again, guys, remember, I'm only practicing. The reason I'm starting this series is to get ready because I really want to be a group fitness instructor. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was very, very shy while I was in school doing this. I really don't know why I passed because I was so shy, but I've actually realized that I'm a much more energetic, talkable person when I'm not near anyone that I go to school with. So that honestly could be why. So if you have any hate comments, please don't say them. To be moving back to our best friend, hopefully you can see me. I'm just going to move it a little bit. Okay. Let's get on to so this category is plyometrics, I think is how you say it. So what we're going to be starting with, you can either do jump squats. I'll show you how to perform jump squats. Then you stand tall, have your legs out, just feet width apart in line with shoulders. What you're going to do is squat down a little bit and hold your arms together, and then use all your force and push up with your heels to jump on, and then jump back off. Or if you want to do it safer, jump on, put one foot down, put the other. Do that again. Feet out just a little bit, hands together, up, down. If you're not super comfortable with doing jump squats, you can do squat pulses. So again, squats, stand tall, put your legs out just a little bit, feet width apart, squat down just a little bit, and do little pulses with your legs. Or for a low impact version, you can just do body weight squats. There's loads of variations. Body weight squats, basically the same as I showed in the warm up. So squat down, back up, down, back up. This section is for your back instability. Here, again, I can zoom in when I'm editing this, so it's okay. So one is called bent over rows. So obviously good for your back, makes your back look good, makes your lats, all that. So I don't know if you've ever heard of an RDL. It's basically the same form as an RDL, but I'll show you it's different. So feet width apart, feet aligned with shoulders. Brace your chest out. What you want to do is you want to think of it, if you've ever done a hip thrust before, you want to think of it as a standing hip thrust. So you want to have a slight bend in your knee, chest brace out, and you want to bend legs out while going or sliding the weights all the way down. And when you meet past your knees, what you want to do, hold up and bring the weights up just, I don't know, is it just either past your nipple line or just below. I'll show it this way. And you want to keep the formula in, so you don't want to be doing these ones and we're doing it like doing that. You don't want to be moving your whole body. You just want to be very stressed out, up, down, without moving your body. I hope this isn't going to be annoying for anyone. Let's hope not. Here. This one's my favorite. It's for your core and your balance. When I do Pilates, the Pilates instructor does this and kills me. To do a plank. So again, if you're vision impaired, and obviously you can only hear, good way to say right foot up and then put it just in front of you, and then bring your back knee into the ground, and then bring that right foot back in till your knee hits the ground. Then you want to sit down to your butt meets your feet. If you want to bring yourself forward and put your hands in front of you. And I know it's weird to say, but kind of like you're looking like a dog. And then you want to bring your right foot up and put your tip of your toe on the ground and make sure it's stable so you can get up on that one, and do the exact same with your other foot. And then you want to put your feet width apart, and then you want to make sure your butt's not doing one of these ones. You're going to grab your right arm and tap your left shoulder, and then keep doing it same. And I know I'm doing it, but I suck with hers. You don't want to make sure you're twisting a lot. How I was doing one of these ones. You want to try not to do that. I know for a fact it is really hard, but I mean, it takes time, doesn't it? I'm going to be showing you another way you can modify it. So instead of doing a full plank like that, you could do, I like to call it a Bree-bree plank because I hate normal planks. So what you're going to do is put your hands together and put your elbows on the floor. Put your right foot out again, put on your tippy toes, do the same. And then make sure your butt's not up. And then just do little shoulder taps. And that's how you do that one. I almost forgot to do the third one. Push-ups, I will show you how to do them and how to modify them. So let's get on to it. Basically the same as if you're going to do a plank. So we'll get into that position. Put your right leg out, tap the toe around, do the same with the other one. Feet, arms flat on the ground, spread a little bit, and you're going to be pushing down and then pushing with your palms back up. Kind of modify it just a little bit. I'm going to show you another one, and like normal push up. And then you're going to put your knee right onto the ground and make kind of like a V with your legs, and do the same. And then you want to intertwine your legs together, have your arms out a little bit, and then push down. So you're only using the front of your body. Now, lastly, we're going to be doing a cardio finisher. These are honestly not my favorite, but they get it done. We're going mountain climbers. Woo-hoo. So, as a plank, so how I explained it all. But put your hands out again, and then the way I would start this is bringing one of your legs out, putting the tip of your toe on the ground stable, and then what you're going to do is start, bring that foot, you bring your right, see how it's tucked, bring it up, and then bring your right one in, and then have that one go out. So kind of like this. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Obviously, again, I'm new, guys. Bring each foot, each knee, you want to bring up to where your hands are. So in, out, in, out, in, out. I'm going to go through this whole circuit where I'm going to do it fast forward just so you can see how it's supposed to look. So let's do it. Is my 45-minute workout, and now we're going to be moving on to because a forward fold. My Pilates teacher always does this at the start and at the end of every Pilates we do. So what we're going to do is straight up, legs just a little bit width apart, and then you're going to brace, you're going to roll, and you're going to tuck your chin in and tuck your whole body in, and then hands out to the side and roll down and have those just arms follow, and then you're gonna go into a toe touch. You ideally don't want to have your legs bent, but if you can't touch your toes, that is okay, or just touch to wherever you possibly can, and then back up, and you're gonna do 5 of them. I remember what this stretch is called, but hands out to side, have one across your body and the other arm move out like that, and then open up. One of your arms goes behind you like this, and the other one crosses to your elbow. And that is my 45-minute class. Obviously, I just ordered this again. Not too sure if it's the best, but that is how I enjoyed it. But remember, put everything away. Like, even if you're not a teacher, it's always helpful to help put stuff away. I really want to be a group fitness instructor. So, like, normally after work, I would be working out myself. But instead of doing that, I wanted to do this, and I'm going to edit for you guys. Obviously, I've done this with no music, but I am going to edit music into it, so don't you stress, guys. I wanted to learn this because I have this opportunity coming up, and I don't want to let it go. Like, I really don't want to let it go. Now it is time to go home. If you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you want me to do more things like this, and bye.